girlfriend to come talk with my dog. We straight G's and we came here to ball. Bottle after bottle, when I'm sure you count them all. Then we off to that Chevy and taking off. Baby, slow it down cause you're moving too fast. Yeah, too fine to be moving too fast. Back to the thuggin', now love it, baby, that's my whistle. Sack for the jeans, 5 bones for 20 to 800 for the. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. You could tell by the stones that's standing by the car.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit, but I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454.
Welcome everyone to Phillips Arena. We're in broadcasting live today. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving in at the 1. Here's Millsap. Thompson with the rebound. Irving drives in. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Bazemore. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bazemore's got the first basket of the game for the Hawks. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Here's LeBron. Smith. Rebound by the Hawks.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it. You know, now not many saw it coming last season with the Hawks. I mean, they just ran away with the Eastern Conference. It was the first time they took the East since 1994.
And with the Hawks and the East, they just dominated the rest of the division. 39 of the Hawks' 60 regular season wins came in conference.
Yeah, and across the board, the Hawks statistically just dominated all Eastern opponents. They shot it better, played better defense, took better care of the ball. They are set up to be a factor in this conference for a long time.
Here's Millsap. And James pulls it down. Launches a 3. Cleveland gets it back. A second chance effort. And it's laid up and in by Thompson.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Teague kicks to Horford. Millsap a screen. And stolen by Love. And it's Smith penetrating. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Korver. He dishes it to Horford. The kick out to Teague. And Finished off by Horford.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
You don't, Kevin. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
Kicks to Millsap. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Second shot opportunity. Horford with the bucket, getting it done inside.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are the jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. On for Coach Budenholzer, Greg, he did spend 19 years with the Spurs, so it makes a lot of sense. Clark, he won 4 titles during his time there in San Antonio.
And Kevin, you can really see how he's adapted and brought the motion offense over to this team, and it's worked well for the Hawks.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now the feed to James. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Mike Scott's checked in for Paul Millsap. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Here's Shumpert. And the shot falls short this time. The Hawks trailing. Mozgov with the steal. Fry with the ball. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Teague kicks to Horford. Down low. Scott. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Teague. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Outside, Scott. He kicks it to Teague. Horford dishes to Bazemore. Makes it off the glass. Bazemore's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Tie game in Atlanta. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
And that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
The Hawks shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got him on Shumpert. James Jones is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And Frye slams it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Millsap a screen. Bazemore passes to Millsap. He feeds it to Bazemore. Sinks that one from the post. Bazemore's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Teague. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Come on with his ass whooping, son.
And he knocks down
all day. You got to get yours, son.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And Smith subbed in for James Jones. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. At the elbow, Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around. Irving drives in. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Fight.
James checked in for Iman Shumpert. The Hawks leading by 5. You look back last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home last season. Not a bad way to help unveil that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue up neat was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
That free throw missing. Well, last season the Hawks not only had a great year on the floor as they were the top seed in the Eastern Conference, but they had a pretty good day at the bank, too. They sold for a nice price. Looks like the team is going to stay in Atlanta where it belongs.
Yeah, and that's great news for Atlanta, and they were rewarded with a terrific season. A group, including Grant Hill, purchased the Hawks, and obviously will keep that group in Atlanta for many years to come.
T. No good with the layup.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
They double him with Love. And Millsaps sit in.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, but the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
There's the screen.
No shot.
It's LeBron with the drive.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed. Tacks a few more points onto that lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark bringing it down hard.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Timeout
You know more
call.
that,
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Williamson for Matthew Dellavedova.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
It's deflected. And Thompson kicks to Smith. And he gets the bucket.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Here's Mozgov. They get it back. Screen by Jefferson. Outside Williams. Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Cavaliers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Teague dishes to Korver. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Good. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Hawks ahead. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Game up, son. Play the computer or something, man.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
It's like the old school teams. Probably right now. Might come back now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. The Hawks leading.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
What I'm talking about.
Here's Korver. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Hawks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. That's good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And here is Teague following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Millsap kicks to Hardaway. Stolen by Thompson. Kicks it out to Love. They get the rebound. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 7 points.
just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
To the left side wing. It's tipped and stolen by James.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. The Atlanta making some changes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Hardaway. And then for Cleveland, Channing Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Free throw good, Teague. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
Get them up. He ready.
Love the pass to Dellavedova. Fires for 3. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Move your personnel.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook.
I don't even keep that lead so I
Absolutely
take
insane
it.
with that
Not
dunk.
long.
Now they're starting to rub it in. They have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Shumpert. Tip back in for 2. Shumpert's got his first 2 points.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The Atlanta making some changes. Splitters checked in for Horford. And it's Heinrich in for Teague. And Cleveland also making a change. Mozgov's checked in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The first free throw is good. Mike Scott's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. Both free throws good for Millsap. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Shumpert. That's the 3 for even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Splitter. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league. My goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
And Hardaway Jr. checked in for Atlanta. And the rejection by LeBron. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
I whoop some of the ass, man. Take the only team I whoops, man.
And stolen by Fry. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And finished off by Shumpert.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
The dish to Splitter. Mozgov with the steal. All going up court. And Shumpert slams it in.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for James. Bazemore misses. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
Look at that.
Ozgov drives in. Dellavedova from outside. And that one's good.
So I think he
Dellavedova's
throws
got a
don't
pair
you?
of threes now here in the third for Cleveland. Scott dishes to Schroeder. Feeds it to Hardaway. Mozgov with the block.
It's good, man.
Well, through 3 quarters
I
of
love being
play,
in this
down double
position right
digits,
here,
it
man.
may be difficult to overcome.
Right now, I'm going to show
Cavaliers
off.
lead by 11. 2K Sports.
What I did, I
back
built
in a
the
moment here
confidence,
at Phillips
man.
Arena in Atlanta.
Now I'm going to take it. Let's see what you bathe out of.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not
Yeah,
come
my
down to the
own
wire,
time.
but you never know.
Ain't going out there no sucker, man. Ride or die, nigga. Let's go. Let's go. Got one more ass whooping to get tonight after this, man. I'm going to bed. I got to work in the morning, son.
And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Humphreys with it. Now Smith defending. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Dellavedova. That's tipped. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Splitter is checked in for the Hawks. Cephalosha comes in for Kent Bazemore. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in.
Come on, there.
Now here's Korver.
You don't know which way to go. Come here, stop.
That's the Splitter. Stolen by Thompson.
Give me that back.
Smith. No luck.
Right.
And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Korver kicks the Splitter. To the inside. Schroeder. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Very popular out here.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Al Horford's checked in for Splitter.
Beat me twice. Still don't mean shit. Beat me 3
That one is no good.
You get my
The
respect.
Cavaliers leading by 12. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's good.
You remember that.
Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
You come right back.
Add
Come
another
right back.
triple to their
I know
second
what
half
kind of
total.
cat, y'all.
They
Most of
came
them
out of
cowards.
the break
They
just
don't come back
dropping
here.
bombs and just not letting up at all.
So you won't do it twice.
LeBron drives in. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shot's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
And finished off by Horford.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Oh, cool, man. On rings like that.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The Cavaliers leading by 15. McCray rebounded by Cephalosha.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Mozgov kicks to James. Offensive rebound. For three, Love. Rebound, Atlanta. Horford's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Irving with it. Picked up by Teague. The drive by James. The kick out to Irving. Here's Mozgov. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. On the wing, Korver. The three. Korver missing again.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Kent Bazemore is checked in for the Hawks. And then for Cleveland, Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And J.R. Smith subbed in for McCray. It's stolen by Smith. Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Teague kicks it to Bazemore. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them. But Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for LeBron James. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
It's tipped. Smith outside. Dishes it to Thompson. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there. Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Oh, Millsap,
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Here's Korver. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long.